And Kev, before I let you go, I got to ask you about the big one coming up, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Wilder appears to be the favorite. Who do you think wins that fight?
Well, I think Wilder's the favorite. He deserves to be the favorite. You know, 40-0, 39 KOs. Any man with a record like that deserves to be the favorite. Look, I have a lot of respect for Tyson Fury. He's a great boxer. You know, he showed he had a tremendous win against Klitschko, but it was an aging Klitschko. You know, Deontay Wilder is a fighter who's very, very hungry, a fighter who's never really had the respect that he deserves with the record that he has, a fighter who has huge, uncommon punching power. You know, Wilder has shown in many fights that he'll give away 3 or 4 rounds while he's working you out, while he's trying to find a way to deliver that missile right hand to the side of your face. And, you know, like, you'd have to believe that in a fight of 36 minutes that there will be a time where that right hand is going to land flush. You know, I think it's a huge gutsy challenge for Tyson Fury to take, especially with the two comeback fights that he had. I would have liked to have seen him take a little bit more time, get another couple of fights under his belt, but you know, he's a clever guy. He's seen something there that he thinks he can exploit. And I think that there will be rounds that Tyson will frustrate Wilder and win rounds. But do I think he can do it for 12 consecutive rounds? No, I don't.
Is Fury the same fighter he was when he did beat Klitschko 3 years? Have you seen the same fighter in these last 2 fights in his comeback?
No, we can't, because really you've got to look at the opposition that he's fought. You know, he's fought very, very frail opposition.
But it seems his legs aren't there either.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, when you go, he needed another couple of fights. He needed to put some real guys in front of him where he could put his combinations together, where he could knock guys out, where he could start feeling his power again. One of the big things about a fluctuation in weight and lifestyle is that it has huge implications of changes on your body. And that's what makes this fight so exciting. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be there. Like, we're heading back to New Zealand. We're going to fly to LA the day of the fight. We'll be sitting ringside, and we're excited about it. And then we'll fly to New Zealand the next day.
Do you think that's what you know, to my eyes, is affecting his movement? Is that it's the weight? Even though the weight is off, he hasn't had time to adjust to it. Or do you think December 1st, the movement will be there against Wilder? The legs will show up.
Well, I think he's giving himself every opportunity by going training in Big Bear. You know, he's up there, he's away from everyone, and we know Tyson, you know, he likes to become a bit of a scallywag and get himself in a little bit of trouble, and I think up there he can focus on the job at hand, and he has a huge job at hand. And the winner of this fight is going to be in a massive position for one of the biggest fights the world's ever seen, when the winner of this fight fights Anthony Joshua.
So you have Wilder, you fancy Wilder in the fight. Do you fancy him against Anthony Joshua if they fight?
Look, you know, I don't want to be looking too far ahead. I just think that, hey, I think that Wilder, through his through the fights that he's had in the last few years, the 40 professional fights, the training camps, he never puts on a lot of weight. You know, he's built up. His power is there. He hits as hard as any of the big punchers of all time. I think, look, more than anything else, I think this is a great time to be a heavyweight, and this is a great era of heavyweights, especially when we look at, you know, a decade ago, we went into a bit of a slump when no one was talking about heavyweights. Now we have everyone talking about heavyweights, and for me to have Joseph Parker in that mix is a really exciting time, and it's great for all heavyweight boxers.
And because Joe's only 26, 27, you think he inevitably faces all the big names, not just Joshua White, but he winds up fighting Wilder because the time is there for it.
Look, I expect that, you know, and I think that, you know, we've shown that we are in the top elite bunch of heavyweights of the world, and there's a lot of big fights out there for Joe, and like you said, at the age of 26, it's all in front of him.
Thanks, Kevin.
My pleasure.
Thank you.